If you were if you had any advice for parents with small children who are maybe looking for maybe think their kids feel out of place, or just how to raise their self-esteem,
Well,
is there any
first of all, on the self-esteem stuff, we've gone overboard on that. And when I was a little kid, I didn't get praised for doing chores. I got praised when I did a really, truly, exceptionally good art project, which was a clay horse. And I was in maybe 3rd or 4th grade when I made that. And getting praised for every little thing. I was just reading an article the other day about getting back to more basics. The other problem you have with something like an autism diagnosis is at one end of the spectrum you got Einstein, Steve Jobs. At the other end of the spectrum you got somebody who's definitely not going to be working in Silicon Valley. And they're all labeled autism because when they're 3, they look really similar. When I was 3, I had no speech. I think the tendency people do is to oversimplify. And people ask me questions like, what's the most important thing to do for autism? Well, the child's 2, it's early intervention. But once they get past that stage, the most important things to do are going to vary some. I'm a big believer in building up on the area of strength. Also, as you work on these kids, they kind of divide into 2 groups. Ones that can, more mainstream type, ones that are not going to go into the regular workforce or go to college. Or they'll say, well, what do I do about behavior problems in the classroom? Well, I can't answer that. That's too vague. I don't know how old the kid is. What did he do? People ask the same vague questions about dog behavior problems. They'll say something like, well, my dog's crazy. Well, I don't know what that means. I went out on a ranch this morning and they had 2 puppies and they jumped on me. Okay, that might be crazy. Or maybe this dog hauled off and bit somebody. Well, I can't even answer the question. See, one of the things about thinking in words is you tend to overgeneralize. And all the time at meetings, I get these overgeneralized questions I cannot answer about dog behavior or about, autistic kid behavior. I have to know what the kid's doing in the classroom. Then maybe I can, is he fidgeting or is he hauling off and hitting people? What's he doing? Then after I find out what he's doing, then I make a video in my head of what he's doing, and I kind of make that video in my, in classrooms I've been in.